What's good, Facebook? Got about 300 friends, and most of y'all know me. But for those of you who don't, my name is Brian Dwayne Julian. I may make a fool of myself right now, but I really don't care. I was given an ultimatum recently that if I erase all my pictures and denounce Justin, the little boy in the picture up there, as my son, that I get a quote-unquote supervised visit of him on Christmas. Y'all know me. You know I'm not a bad person, but I'm being treated like I'm a goddamn criminal. I've never did anything wrong to that boy. Truth be told, he has been my heart the past 10 years since his mother and his brother died. Now I'm supposed to just get over it and let that go. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't apologize. There's no way I'm apologizing for that. His mother, chose me to be the man in his life. I fed him. I bathed him. I potty trained him. I took him to wrestling matches. And now all of a sudden, I can't look at him as a son. Because, actually, I really don't know why. But his adopted mother told me, Mary's been gone for 10 years. I should just get over it. His grandmother, my mother-in-law, told me that I was never his father. Duh, look at us. I'm just his friend, nothing more. If that was the case, why does he get so pissed off and hurt when I leave? He asked me about his mother. I answered the questions. Didn't think it was a big deal. And then, of course, they would say, of course, Brian, you don't think. There's nothing to think about. He was his mother. She carried him, she birthed him, and up until she died, she raised him. Now, don't get me wrong. I thank God every day that woman adopted him, because I did not want him in the system. Because God knows what they do. His mother was once upon a time in the system. But, his mother looked to me as his dad. His uncle does. His grandparents did. The whole family did. Now all of a sudden I'm not. Mary's gone. Nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry it happened. Justin has to live with the pain of losing his mom and his brother every day. So do I. So do they. I'm not taking anything away from them. I've never took anything away from them. I've never tried to take anything away from them. But they're trying to take from me my heart. If it wasn't for that boy, I'd have probably offed myself a long ass time ago. Now they want to take that from me. But it's not really about me. This also counts toward him too. And I asked him, what are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him? What's the reason going to be that he can't see me? And they'll say, because I didn't conform to their demands, that I don't want to see him. Basically making me the bad guy. I'm not gonna let nobody treat me like I'm some goddamn criminal. I never did anything wrong to that boy. I'll never do anything wrong to that boy. I'll never do anything wrong to them. It is because of that boy that I've lived this long. And I will say it right now. I will never, absolutely never denounce him as my son. His mother looked at me that way, and he still looks at me that way. No matter what nobody says. Nobody. So if you, his adopted mom, I'm not going to say your name, if you're watching this, I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. I'm too big a person to do that. And you're right, I'm not his father. I'm a whole hell of a lot better than he is. And I know you take me over him any day of the week. And to the kid, if you're watching this, I love you, man. And I'm never going to stop loving you. I made your mom that promise. I'm making you that promise. I'm never going to stop loving you, man. Never. Ever. I don't care what nobody says. I've always looked at you as a son, and you're always going to be my son, even though it's not legal. And I can already see her already. He is not your son. So obviously I mean a lot to him. He means a lot to me. And his grandmother told me today that his brother never existed. True enough, he wasn't born, but the boy had a name. Still has a name. His name is Colin Scott Julian. And I think about him every day. Now, if you guys want to hate me, you can. I know he doesn't. And something tells me that no matter what you do, you can't make him hate me. Because like I said, I don't hate you guys. I never will. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. You've thrown Mary's death in my face. You've thrown Colin's death in my face. You know, you've thrown the fact that, you know, I can't really be around in my face. You've done everything you could to try to, you know, hurt my feelings. You know, you're trying to take my heart away. And I'm just supposed to let it go. I'm sorry, ladies, I can't do that. I can't. I'm not going to let you treat me like a criminal. I never did anything wrong. There's nothing you can do to change that either. Four years. Then he becomes 18. And once he figures out the truth of why you asked me out of his life, common sense says he's going to resent you for it. I don't want that. I want to be a part of his life more than anything in the world. But I'm not going to let you make me a damn criminal in order to do so. You know, life's too short. I've been through too much. So is he. So have all of us. Now, since you like to yell at me and not listen, you know, I guess this is my way of only getting through to you. But keep in mind, I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere. And that boy knows I love him. And I know he loves me. And no matter how hurtful, how evil You try to beat me, nothing will ever change that. So, Facebook, YouTube, gotta go on them out. Sincerely, Julian Bryan.